What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching Snowfall. Snowfall Season 6, Episode 1. This will be the last season of Snowfall. If you didn't know, they're ending the show after this season. And I'm kind of happy that they're making that decision. This last season seems like it's going to be the final battle between Franklin and everything that he's battling personally, but also Franklin and Reed. So I'm very happy to see these two go head to head in this final season. But after this, I don't really know where they would take this story. So it seems like a natural end, a natural conclusion versus kind of dragging it out until like season 8, 9, 10, which I'm sure they could have done. There's definitely some creative minds behind the show, but I think it's better to end on a high note. Snowfall for me has been one of the best shows that I've seen on FX since like Sons of Anarchy. So that was a while ago. Snowfall has definitely been a hit for them. A lot of people like it. Sound off in the comment section. Have y'all been watching? Have y'all been keeping up? I think what's really good about Snowfall is that aside from the main character, Franklin, and his storyline being excellent, everyone else's storyline is also really good. So Louie's storyline, really good. Her and her husband. Franklin's parents' storyline and his dad being a Black Panther, that storyline was really good. The mother, being in cahoots with the government last season was really good. They just keep you on edge and they keep everybody's story very interesting and very entertaining. But I don't want to talk too much in the beginning. Make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'll really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into the episode.
We gonna have to burn this whole motherfucker to the ground, mama.
I wonder how many people are still fans of Franklin and how many people think that he's gone too far. Because at some points last season, I was like, wow, he's digging himself a hole.
What's wrong?
Daddy never came home.
Wow, so she just been outside all night?
You been here alone all night? Stay in the car. This wasn't some drive-by or random.
He said stay in the car. Kids don't listen.
Yeah, that interrogate nothing. Go over there. Do the job.
Y'all just letting anybody pass the tape. Why is the tape even there? Nobody sees this child?
Hey! Get the girl!
Come on now, she shouldn't have to see that. Do your job.
Folks in Dallas told me that without the assistance of federal authorities, there's no chance they can recover the money. And anyone who claimed otherwise is lying.
That's the whole point of putting it there, though, right? To avoid government. You put it there to hide it from the government. Now that the government has taken it, do you really think that they're going to help you get it back? No, they don't want no parts of that. It's also interesting because there's a big parallel between Reed's life and Franklin's life. Like, in pursuit of what they wanted, they have both drived away almost everyone who's cared about them.
I ain't sure yet. 3 million, maybe more. We both know who did this. How you want to handle it?
Talk to the boy.
Boy, this man shit.
I understand both perspectives because Franklin is kind of like, without me, y'all wouldn't have had $3 million for me to steal. Like, that's my money. Y'all wouldn't be involved in any of this without him. But then with Louie, it's like, no, she went her own way and built her own. I don't know. They had a crossroads with that one.
I remember you mentioning an ex-boyfriend of your mother's. He used to move cocaine from Bahamas into Miami.
Yeah, you gotta be desperate if you're asking her to hit up her ex-boyfriend to do you a favor. Franklin has hit rock bottom.
Money here in the States.
But honestly, Franklin would use anybody.
That's our best bet for finding a bank that's willing to take this money today.
Call Jerome and Louie. You tell them
Jerome
you made a
and Louie,
mistake.
this is done, okay? Now I need you to get on board with what comes
She's
next.
trying to
Can you
speak
do
some
that,
sense
please?
into you. It's not worth losing your family. You can get the money back.
Any update on Peaches? Listen, I want that motherfucker found. You hear me? I pay $250,000 to anybody who finds that nigga.
$250,000. You don't have $250,000 to pay anybody, sir.
Yeah, that'll get
You're
things
running
moving.
on fumes as it is.
A while back, had you looking into family members of Teddy McDonald. Remember that? Came up with his pops in Kansas City and an ex-wife and kid in D.C. I need you to reconfirm their locations.
You need leverage. That's a good start.
Any other pressure points he might have in his life.
Reed have the Carreras on.
People wanted him gone, so you tell me who they were, and I can use my resources to narrow it down, and we will find out who did this.
You know what the worst thing about losing half your hearing is? It's your balance.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to get revenge for what you did to me. I can't promise you that I would fire the gun where I wish.
I wouldn't want to work with him either.
Whoever did this to Avi, they have my associate.
And this person that they took, this person actually means something to you.
Well, Avi meant something to them.
Fuck
I don't know
you.
why he thought that they were going to help. And it's kind of the same situation as Franklin. Like, you spend all this time burning bridges, and now you need these people's help. It's not personal till it's personal.
Did Teddy call the house last night or this morning?
No, I didn't talk to him. But if he's been listening in on us, he'll know that you weren't home.
It wasn't Teddy who's been listening. I need you to trust me, okay?
Every guy who has ever asked me to trust them has fucked me over.
Then stop messing with the same type of men. Or men who would get into situations like this.
Mac and Terry is coming from St. Louis to make their pickup.
And y'all don't have no product for them to pick up.
Or no cash to buy more. Try to call, free up some funds, but that's gonna take a few days. On top of all that, we ain't got access to the warehouse because Franklin dropped a couple bodies there too.
The longer we wait, the greater the chances Teddy will disappear. And you will never get the answers you want.
But I don't even really understand why she's doing this. I do understand why she's doing it. Like, you know, Teddy killed her husband. But if you need confirmation Teddy killed your husband, you already know that in your heart. However, I will say I can understand, you know, Teddy lying about it to their faces would piss them off. Especially her.
Who told y'all I was out the game? Lee? Right before he grabbed that rock-headed hoe and said, I'm going to Africa. I swear
Lee
to
might
God,
sound
niggas is
crazy,
losing their
but he was
motherfucking
right.
mind.
Lee had the best idea. Get up out of there before the shit hits the fan.
Already got a new hookup. Your motherfucking Uncle Ron probably got you a pretty good deal too, right? 12 K.
Money talks.
Thing is, I can give you the same product for 10.
Gee, same shit.
Same shit. You ain't gonna do better than 10 a kid. Might as well pick it up, right?
He knows that Rome
Next time
can't
you
beat
see
the price because
Jerome,
Rome don't
tell
have
him
any
you got a
product
better
right
deal.
now.
Give him a chance to beat it. If you can, shit, continue to buy from him.
But I feel like Franklin might be showing a little bit too much of his hand. Because if you're willing to give it away at 10 a key and 12 a key was already a good price, people might start to think you're strapped for cash or in a tight spot.
Where you been?
I told you. Took Cedro to the ER.
That was 24 hours ago.
Yeah, we waited for a pinche doctor the whole night. So I got Detective Han checking the jails and calling the hospitals. So far, there's nothing. I really think someone took her.
If Franklin can find Reed's boo thing first, Franklin might have enough of an upper hand to get Reed to back down. Maybe even enough of an upper hand to get all of his stuff back, the money and the drugs.
Kane's a warrior. He'll be all right. Once you know, I'm gonna step up.
Your family is the reason he in there.
If you want to hurt Jerome and Louie, there's a few ways to do it.
Franklin
But the
always
big
know
one
what buttons to
is
press with
fuck
people.
with
He's
their
good at that.
business.
He's always been good at that since season 1.
You want to sell product, we want to buy product. Why's it got to be more than that?
Okay, so here's the thing. You can tell me what's going on here, or I promise you this will be the last time that we do business together.
We were robbed.
By who?
Franklin.
He's probably kicking himself because he's the reason why they got robbed.
Franklin.
If he wasn't
Somebody
pushing
cleaned him
Franklin's
out,
buttons
all his
and putting him
accounts.
between
He
a rock
needed
and a
a
hard
life
place,
raft. Apparently we
Franklin
rich.
wouldn't have turned around and robbed Louis.
He also hit our cash reserves, so I'm going to need those on consignment.
He got to give it to them.
Yeah, we good for it. What's gonna happen now between you and Franklin?
I'm guessing we're not spending Christmas together.
Reed is like, what the fuck does that mean?
Remember back on Catalina, what I told you? The things I've done to make this money, starting back at zero. That ain't gonna happen.
That's on you. This isn't what I signed up for.
Is it really though? Because you knew who he was when you got with him. Whether he was going to be out or not, like you knew what you signed up for. Let's be for real. When has anyone really got out of selling drugs?
This is about survival.
And that's the problem right there. I feel like even if Franklin is somehow able to get the upper hand on Reed and Reed submits and stops the bullshit, Reed is not really going to stop permanently. He's just going to lay in wait until he can get the upper hand on Franklin. And it's going to be this back and forth. One of them has to go. One of them has to go. And that's why I think this is the last season.
OG, you know why he's able to sell you them birds so cheap? Stole them from us.
Look, like I told you, little motherfucking nephew, I ain't trying to get in the middle of no family shit. I'm just trying to get my bread.
Yeah, it don't matter if it's stolen or not. Unfortunately,
Hey, look, you know I'd rather buy from you. You know it ain't
people
personal.
keep saying it's business, it's not personal. And it looks like a
Nigga
whole
gotta
lot
do
of
what he gotta
personal.
do.
I gotta get the mud off my shoes before I step foot on Langley's carpets.
There is significant interest in the assets in your possession. But yes, we need to make sure.
I'm
you're
surprised that
clean
Reed
before
even
you're
still
officially
wants that
welcome
job.
back.
Why would you even want to go back? Like, they've burned you so many times.
Franklin is going to war with Louie and Jerome. This
You put them in that position
Fucking
if you
family,
weren't
man.
putting the pressure on Franklin.
it's like they don't even have the good sense not to tear each other apart.
How can you complain about a situation that you started?
I never really said I'm sorry about Cedro getting hurt. The hospital making me wait all night is unbelievable. What was the hospital?
Verdugo Hills.
Is he planning on looking into that to make sure that he's telling the truth? That seems like something that Reed would do.
Sis,
What? This is the woman who goes to Miami to deposit stolen drug money.
it's 1.85 million.
And he's just gonna let her do it.
Love you.
Yeah, you do.
Damn, you don't even get a I love you too? That's crazy. He's thinking about his decisions right now. That's what that face is.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna be that easy now that I'm officially off LAPD payroll.
But you still got friends on the force, right?
Yeah, I still got a few of those.
And you keep your mind right. Still that fucking powder.
Damn.
Give us a minute.
You think that's Franklin calling back? I don't know. What would you say?
Been paging you all day.
Yeah, been busy, man.
So casual, like he didn't just rob them.
After I refused to help Franklin get to Teddy, he pulled a gun on me. Said he was gonna kill me. He might have done it too if Buckley hadn't been
Louie
there.
is kind of calculated too because she's telling him this now while he's already thinking about killing Franklin and being in that tough position to push him over the edge.
It was either this or drop them off first and have you waiting even longer.
Or you could just give us the location to the safe house and save us all a whole lot of
He's
time.
not gonna do that.
What's up, y'all? My name's Franklin.
That's wild.
Are you the one Mom was always complaining about?
Proudly, yeah.
You gonna make a whole drug run with your kids in the car? I don't feel like this is gonna work out.
You're not gonna take him to the drop, are you?
Yeah, we just gonna leave him in the back seat with an Etch-a-Sketch.
He asking a valid question though. Like, I don't know why she getting an attitude. The question is valid. I hope that guy that Franklin asked to check out Reed's hot spots or weak spots is on him right now. Because he just found one.
I had a long talk with my bosses today to justify what we're doing here. You mentioned the tunnel at the border. How you bringing the cocaine across? I want to see it.
Everybody is just in a jam. Gustavo too. I really hope Reed doesn't find out what Gustavo is doing and kill him for it. I really hope he doesn't. Gustavo is one person that I want to make it out of this alive.
What happened to burning all this down to the ground?
He stopped and thought about it. That's what happened.
Days and weeks after your father disappeared in Cuba were some of the worst of my life. I was completely alone.
He made his bed.
The foreign country didn't even speak the
It's
fucking
sad, but
language.
he made his bed
Didn't
and
know
he had
what
to lie
happened
in
to
it.
him, but knew almost for certain I'd never see him again.
What he did with that reporter was stupid as hell.
I am way past facing reality, Franklin. I am done standing by the door waiting for Mama to come home. Now, are you with me?
They don't have the
Say
same
it.
goal in mind.
Or are you with them?
Franklin wants money. His mother wants revenge. Did they drop the kids off? Oh, nah. I think Jerome is about to kill them. I feel like Jerome's gonna kill the two of them as a warning to Franklin, like, hey, I'm not messing with you no more.
I know little bitches got little coochies, but I ain't never been mountain climbing before. I don't know if big bitches got big coochies
What?
or not.
Who says some shit like that? Nah, they on something, I'm telling you.
You know you be wearing tight jeans, they light down.
They were funny, they added comedic humor, but it's over for them right now.
They want to search the car, we let them.
I wonder if this was Louie.
Keep
If
your hands where we
Louie
can
used
see
her
them and
ex-cop
step out of the
to
car.
use his friends to put police pressure on them.
Nigga, you're not even a cop no more.
Yeah, but
Yep.
you scare you more than if I was.
This is Louie. This cop right here is too trigger happy. He is just ready for something to go wrong. Jerome.
Where Franklin keeping my shit at? He stole from me. I want it back. Now where is it?
They don't even know.
He got us someplace new. He ain't tell us where it is.
I'm gonna spill on you.
Ooh.
It's gonna get bad for you in a hurry if you don't tell me what I want to know.
I swear. He didn't tell us.
Damn, they legit don't know either.
She's telling the truth.
Oh yeah?
Yes. Hey, stop fucking hitting us. We
Yo.
don't
You tell me where my goddamn money at!
Jerome done lost his mind, y'all.
You can stop this all now. You tell me where it's at.
She doesn't know. You don't think she would have said something the first time you hit her? The second time you hit her? Come on now.
You tell Franklin that I did this. And I ain't gonna stop till I get all what's mine.
Beverly.
Is she gonna make it? He was pistol whipping the hell out of her. Damn. So that was episode 1 of the final season of Snowfall. We are right back in the drama between Franklin and Reed and everything that is happening subsequent of that. Like the drama between Franklin and Louie is partially due to Franklin just being very stubborn and having it his way or the highway, but a lot of it is due to Reed. Franklin has people out looking for information on Reed, trying to find his weak spots and people that matter to him. Reed did find his little boo thing, his shorty, this episode in a jail cell. So I don't know if Franklin's gonna hear about that, but even if Franklin does hear about it, I really don't think that these two are gonna stop until one of them is taken out. And so one of them is off the board completely. They're just gonna go back and forth tit for tat, and they are both very smart, which is why this makes such a compelling battle between the two of them. Because yes, Reed does have the power of the government on his side, but they don't even really want to get their hands dirty with what he's doing. I feel like Gustavo is smart enough and knows how to play the game well enough to find his way out, and I really hope he does, because I don't want to see him meet his end because of the bullshit between Franklin and Reed. Gustavo has always been a real one. He deserves to get out and have a fresh start with his family. As for Franklin's family, it is in shambles. His wife, baby mother, is not really rocking with him right now. She does not like that she has to deal with this side of Franklin's business. She never had any intentions, at least, of dealing with this side of Franklin's business, the drugs, the murder, so on and so forth. But I feel like she knew what she was signing up for. I mean, who really gets out of the drug game without consequences? I don't know. I feel like if she did really believe that, she was being a little naive. Franklin's mom is on a war path. Like, she has tunnel vision right now, and I don't think that's gonna help Franklin's case either, because it's not even like his mother is in his corner. His mother is just out for blood right now. All in all, it was a really good start to the season. Sound off in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought. Like, comment, subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I will check y'all out in the next one.